is Anisha Fika bintu Abdul Halim. So, today I want to talk about entrepreneurship and the young world. Okay, entrepreneurship and the young world is the setting up and running of business by teenagers or a younger adult. I think they are usually aged from 15 to 29. Okay, youth entrepreneurship create employment opportunities for youth as well as the others young people they employ. These help to bring ostracized youth back into the economic mainstream and address some of the socio-psychological problem and delinquency that arise from jobless. Youth entrepreneurship also help youth to develop new skill and experience and promote innovation and resilience in youth. As young entrepreneurs are particularly responsive to new economic opportunity and trends, they would be able to better adapt to the changing market. So, we have choose Vivi Yusof for our icon. I will tell you a little bit about Vivi Yusof background. Okay, Vivi Sofinas Yusof, born December 11, 1987, is a Malaysian entrepreneur and the co-founder of Fashion Valley and the Dark Group. Vivi has been a blogger for 10 years who has been sharing insight about her life and entrepreneurial journey through her personal blog. A law graduate from London School of Economics, Vivi is the Chief Creative Officer at Fashion Valley, a fashion e-commerce company founded by herself and her husband, Dato' Fadzaruddin Shah Anwar, mostly known as Fadza, in 2010 when they were 23 years old. Now a multi-million dollar company with 150 employees and carrying 500 fashion brands, Fashion Valley has office and warehouse in Malaysia, Jakarta and Singapore, and ship per se daily to customers all over the world. Okay, following to the success of Fashion Valley, Vivi Yusof launched Dark to convey the message that wearing scarf should be a celebrate among women, whether Muslim or not. Vivi has won several awards, including such as Bella Business Award 2013, Prestige Magazine 2015, list of top 40 under 40, Woman Weekly Malaysia Finance and Commons nominee for the Great Woman of the Time Award 2050. Vivi has also graced the cover of several high-profile magazines in Malaysia, such as Her World, Prestige, and Tatler. She was also named a friend of Louis Vuitton, being the first hijabi woman to be honored with the title. Vivi was listed on Tatler 2070 Generation T-List, a group of next generation industry leader in their region, and its top 50 rising tech star in Asia. She has been featured in many international media, including BCC, the New York Times, and Forbes. Well acclaimed as one of the Malaysian top blogger with 250k hits monthly on her blog Product. Vivi has been blogging for 10 years and is still actively involved in her blog. Vivi is also a social media icon with over 1 million followers on Instagram. Recently, in 2017, Vivi started venturing into vlogging as well beside blogging, where she launched her own channel on YouTube, serving as the visual platform to share her life insight with her followers on a regular basis. Vivi and her husband Fadza were officially welcomed into Endeavour, a global organization that select, mentor, and accelerate high-impact entrepreneurs. Fadza and Vivi are the first Malaysia to be part of the Endeavour team. In April 2017, Vivi has listed on Forbes as one of the Asia's top 30 under 30. So, that's all for my introduction. I will pass to my teammate Zulkarnain. Hi Zul.
Hi Anis. Thank you for the good, interesting introduction. Before we start, my name is Muhammad Zulkarnain. Now, I want to talk about the main idea for this topic. I believe that there are 3 key points that help any entrepreneur to successful. First thing, responsibility. Second, mindset. And the third is passion. So we check it out. The first thing is responsibility is the price of greatness. So to be a successful and a good, great thing with your life, entrepreneur need to take any responsibility that every phase of their decision of business. So the second one is the shaping of the positive mindset. Entrepreneurs are always thinking and always on the go. In order to release some tasks, you need to have a good process in place as well. And the third key point is the finding your passion. From our icon Vivi, so they say for him is the need to always want to win and be a number one. So passion for something is very important. You will only really excellent at something you love doing. So find the something that you are very passionate about it. So that's it, Vivi Yusof said. But from my research, I said that we have a 3 other things in the page. That is thinking, feeling, and choosing. This is our thought paramount and fundamental factor that shape our realities. So this is first our main idea about the key point to be a successful entrepreneur. And second thing, we are talk about some advice from our icon, that's Vivi Yusof, to the incoming or the young entrepreneur out there. that first thing they said that this is very important to not look for prizes, but instead you look for your weakness. This will overcome yourself. And second thing, they said she loved critics. Why? Because from the critic for the netizen of the other professional that can help themselves to improve their business. So the third one is the she said she loved also competitor. Why she love competitor? Because the competitor take the challenge to their work to become the best of the best. And last thing that she said, she never taught me to be comfortable in what I do. They said we never take our place to the comfortable in what I do, because we need to always want to win and excel in our work. And this is that's all for my part. My friend will continue others main idea. This is Muhammad Firdaus.
Hi guys, by the way, thank you to Zul for the good point and explanation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Azman. My metric number is 191200472. Okay, in this video, I will share a little bit about our role model, which is Vivi Yusof, the co-founder of the Fashion Valet. By the way, I'm doing this short video because of my task in subject English for General Communication. Okay, let me ask you one question. Do you know why did she or Vivi Yusof want to become entrepreneur? Okay, actually, Vivi Yusof was grew up in entrepreneurial family. So his entrepreneurship nature actually has been triggered by his own family. Other than that, Vivi Yusof also admit that she is kind of person that get bored and restless very easily. So she chose to become entrepreneur because she knows there is never a dull moment when you become an entrepreneur. Okay, let's move to other topic, which is we talk a little detail about Fashion Valet that founded by Vivi Yusof. Okay, actually, Fashion Valet is one of the largest fashion site in Southeast Asia. Fashion Valet also is a premium multi-label online site which have a stocking over 400 fashion designer and brand around the Southeast Asia. And Vivi Yusof started his first flagship retail store in Bangsa Village at Kuala Lumpur, and some more is in the midst of setting up at the Brunei and Singapore as the next place. Actually, Vivi Yusof came up with the idea of the Fashion Valet when she studied in the UK, where buying online was the part of daily life at that. She enjoyed the convenience of shopping online, and it soon took over the way she conventionally shopped. After graduating university and returned to Malaysia, she realized that e-commerce was non-existent at home back in 2010. After being frustrated at the lack of online shopping option available to Malaysia, she decided to fill the gap by creating Fashion Valet. Fashion Valet also able to push Malaysia to expand its consumer habits, but also to promote local designer and their immense talent. Okay, let's watch the short video that I made myself about the difference of using Fashion Valet and not using it for online shopping. I hope you enjoy this video. So, what is your opinion about the Fashion Valet? For my opinion, I think Fashion Valet quite useful, and I'm sure that I'm not the only person to give this positive feedback, because Fashion Valet have been getting many positive feedback from their previous customers. But most of the feedback saying that Fashion Valet is quite very friendly with their customer. It is happened because of the face of Fashion Valet, which is Vivi Yusof himself, are very active and friendly with their customer. She treat all his customer with friend-to-friend manner, and I think this kind of the reason why the people feel connected and loyal to the Fashion Valet. Okay, that's all from me, and I will pass to Nur Shatika, and thank you for watching.
Hi guys, my name is Nur Shatika Dana binti Mata. I want to tell you guys about the challenge that Vivi Yusof faced during her entire business life. Vivi Yusof and her husband joined reality show season 2, Make the Page. Contestants need to present their business idea in front of investors. There was first stage which they got 1 million ringgit investment by My EG Service Sedian Berhad. Number 2, Vivi Yusof got scarf collection accused of plagiarizing local brand. In 2020, a local designer, model with artist claimed that the latest design and collection of that scarf, the Axie Duck, is copying her design and concept. That has been released in 2018. In response, Vivi Yusof denied the allegation that she copying the design via her Instagram. Number 3, Vivi Yusof received backlash for insulting the B40 class community. It started when Vivi Yusof replied post by fellow entrepreneur Alia Zailan. Alia Zailan complained that the poor will become richer. once they retrieve the financial aid from the government and become jobless after the end of MCO period. Then Vivi Yusuf appeared to agree with Alia's comment. Unexpectedly, the conversation between these two caught netizen attention. Soon after that, Vivi Yusuf took to her Instagram to clear the air. She publicly apologized for her offensive remark online. Number 4. After Vivi Yusuf released That Scarf being one of the hot brand on the list of Malaysian hijabis. Due to her product popularity, there some of irresponsible people make fake dark scarf with cheap price. Vivi Yusuf sued them for copyright her brand. She received email personally that saying sorry and telling her why they are doing this. She got some empathy for them, but for her the law is the law. From Vivi Yusuf's view, the only reason they are sorry is because they got caught. Thank you, that's all from me. My friend will continue about her.
Thank you, Shatika, and for another my group mates for your details explanation. So, Assalamualaikum and hi. I am Nur Aida Shamimi binti Zulkifli. My metric number is 191202925. So, for the conclusion, as we talk about entrepreneurship in the young world, there are a few things that we can relate in our life as a student. For example, one of my group mates talk about key point to success in business. In my opinion, we can take the key point to success in business as well and apply it in our life as a student, like the key point to success in our study. For example, one of the key point is responsibility. As a student, we must be responsible to do our work and assignment and submit it on time. For another thing is, we must be responsible to respect each other. Like, when we are in the class, we must be respect our lecturers by listening to them and be focused in the class. And the thing that we shouldn't do is playing with our phone and gadget. And also, we shouldn't do something that might disturb students to be focused in the class. The other key point is mindset. As a student, I believe that everyone have their own target in their life. As for example, some students aim for a good pointer. So when they aim for a good pointer, they will put their target in their mindset, and it can help them to be more focused and work hard to get their target. Mindset also can help the students to be more positive and focused, and that's why our mindset must be positive because it can influence our emotion too. And for the other thing that can relate in our life is, like Shatika said before, the issue that Vivi Yusuf was accused for plagiarism and she denied it. To relate this issue in our life is, as a student, when something happened to us, like example, other student accused us for cheating in the exam and we didn't do that, so we must take an action to clear our name and to clear the misunderstanding between we and the other student. Just like how Vivi Yusuf handled her situation, she took an action by law, and also she made a video announce that what people say is not true. That is what we can learn and something positive that we can take from her besides the other negative issue. And for another example that can be really in our life is when we do something wrong, we must apologize. Like how Vivi Yusuf was accused for insult the P20 during this MCO, and to clear the misunderstanding between her and the netizen, she made a video apologize to the netizen and clear the misunderstanding, and she explained everything that what she said is not something like how we think. For me, that is what we can learn from her and take it as something positive and apply it in our life as a student, because sometimes it also happen to us in real life as a student and it can relate to our life too. And during the negative issue, we must look at the bright side of her too. That's all from me. Thank you.